guys? This is your boy Az. We are back here. We are going to be back here for another one today. And I do apologize because if you've seen some of my other videos lately, I'm a bit rusty. So I do apologize for that. Happy New Year's to everybody here. We are going to be taking a look today at the Sentry City Zone 1, Day 1, whatever you want to call it. And most of these nodes are pretty much the same as the last time. So I'm not gonna do the footage of it at this time. But the one I want to talk about is this specific one that requires the Chaos mission. So if you guys were paying attention to the Discord from yesterday, you'll see that they did have a update for us where commanders, the BattleWorld Chaos missions have been updated, and it will now have basically a new set of teams. So if my memory serves me correct, the last time we had this specific Chaos section, we actually had access to the Thunderbolts. Plus, we had Falcon in there, so that way he can kind of spam his special, and he was able to give turn meter to his teammates. And even despite I think they were all skirmishers, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, despite that, it was still difficult. Like, you still have to get the timing just right. And now, having said that, I do get it done here. As you guys can see, I'm the only one that has no life in my alliance, so I'm able to get it done here before anybody else. But it is possible, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's pretty hardcore. Like, it's if you want to try it, you can definitely try it. Just for the extra 3,000, 4,000 VP. I don't remember how much it is. I think if you clear 2 out of the 3 waves, you get like 6,000. And if you clear the entire set, then you get the 10,000. I just don't know how much 3,000, 4,000 VP points is gonna make. Like, if I don't know if it's gonna be game breaking. But having said that, if you are looking for a challenge and you are patient and you've got gear materials to spare, then we can jump into it. So I'll jump into my roster here, and I can kind of show you guys the team that I used. I got a filter. Oh yes, I already got a filter here. So the Chaos team, and I do not like how they put all these characters together. These characters are not synergistic with each other. There's no synergy. I mean, the only two that might complement each other would be Thunderstrike and Blastar, and let's be honest here, like they shine in Cosmic Crucible. We don't even have Cosmic Crucible effects on. So as you guys can see here, the 5 that I have right here, Thunderstrike, Blastar, Omega Red, Quasar, and Red Guardian. These are the 5 that I used to beat that node. Now, if you guys have had a look at the stats, and I'll pull it up right now here so you guys can see, the recent 3.0 stat update pushed Omega Red and Red Guardian pretty much into the top tier section of like damage, health. It's incredible. Like, so, this is obviously a new age we're going into, so I was not worried to push a little gold in there. My Omega Red was already level 100, so I pushed him the extra 5 levels and I tiered him up. My Red Guardian was kind of around 95-ish because I think I used him in Cosmic Crucible or something. I don't remember why he was so high, but he was, so it worked out. So if you guys have gold to spare, if you guys have tier materials to spare, you may be able to get it done. As you can see here, I wasn't 100% fully committed on this team yet. You guys will see that they are all kind of like healer ISO 8s. And I didn't even push Blastar all the way to level 3 because I just kind of said eh. And yeah, like my Omega Red, he was blue. So it's definitely doable. I don't know if you need to push it all the way, but this is kind of the mismatch team that I used, and I'll show you guys the footage of that successful run, and then I'll show you guys an alternate one that I used that was very, very close. Now, like I said, I think the healer ISO 8 strategy that took me about 30 minutes. I think I got 1 or 2 good solid RNG, and when everything kind of falls in line, and you'll see it works. It works, but it is so very, very, very dependent on RNG. And I don't know how the extra speed comes in. Like, if you guys go into BattleWorld, having the 4 ISO healer matches, they give like an increased percentage of speed, right? I don't know if it's like just on spawn or if it's like throughout the entire match. It just says on spawn. So I don't know what worked, but it worked. It whatever it was, it worked. And then I'll show you guys the other one where I ran it actually as skirmisher. So I also had 4 skirmisher, and I got close. So it may be doable if you guys want to hammer it and try. I think I tried the skirmisher strat probably only for about 15 minutes. And then I said, you know what, this isn't going to work. And then I switched to healer, and I got it done in twice the time, which I guess wasn't like great. But I did have one run, I think 10 minutes into it, and I was really close. And I said, you know what, let's give it another shot. And then, yeah, I guess it worked out. So I'll show you guys the footage here. Okay. So, like I said, I don't remember how many attempts this was, but this is the placement I had it. I could probably get tweaked around. Like I said, 4 ISO 8s, healer. Probably could have went for all 4 purple, but I was kind of mad. I was just trying to see if it can be done. So you want to open basically with the special, and then you want to do another special, and basically you're just trying to clear the field here. And as you can see, we do it quite quickly because I was basically trying to race against, while you have these buffs on, you have your immunity, you have your defense up, and because we don't have the skirmisher, we do have to save our cooldowns. So what's important here is we want to take care of the Doom, because if you leave him alone, he's gonna do his ultimate, and that's gonna give a whole bunch of people a whole bunch of stuff that you don't want. And what I did here was you want to make sure you don't kill Doom too fast, because what ends up happening is we actually want to make it to Winter. We actually want to make it to the Red Guardian, so that way he can use his ultimate and steal that immunity. Why is that immunity important? Well, in another node, you guys will. Oh, I don't know if that was on my actual recording actually, but what ended up happening was if you go into Mephisto and he actually attacks you. The immunity actually blocks a lot of the negatives from basically the curse guys, and they got immunity. Unfortunately, you can see here that Thunderstrike actually gets flipped. So at this point in time, I was actually gonna just cancel out because I was thinking, oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Another thing to note is if you take down Mr. Fantastic before you take down the Dooms, they're going to spawn early. So don't take down Mr. Fantastic. You got to take down the Dooms down first, and you really got to watch the turn meter. Like, as I'm kind of playing through this, I'm trying to make sure I also don't use the ultimate from Blastar, because you're trying to save that, right? And as you're watching the turn meter, now it's like it's going to be luck dependent, because you're kind of waiting like around for Red Guardian to get back to his turn, because ideally you want to get to this point where right here where you can ult. See, you can ult right there before he does his thing. Now, before he does his actual empower thing, you can pretty much clear the entire wave. Like, it's a joke. Like, if you can make it here, which I did actually make it here twice, and it's crazy how weak they are without the empowered passives. And then you're done. You're done right here. You're done. So it's that simple. And hopefully that makes sense, but it's going to take some timing, and rewatch the video if you guys need to. Now, this is the other one where I got really, really close, and this is going to be different. This one I use skirmishers, so this is a very similar attack pattern from where we essentially we were trying to mimic the Falcon attack from the previous BattleWorld. Do the special, do the, you can do a single there if you want. I kind of let the bleeds go, so then they're going to just kind of bleed out. Do keep in mind as well that you don't necessarily have to use your specials and stuff on these guys. These guys, it doesn't really matter. But for speed you can. So you just get the Blastar charges up. Yeah, I just specialed here because he didn't need any more charges. So going after Doom here, like I said already, you want to just make sure you can take care of him before he does anything. I believe here I kind of ripped off the immunity, so that kind of sucked. So you can't really grab his immunity now. But having said that, you can just kill him. You can just kill him, and then Blastar does his thing. I think he just bleeds out. Yeah. So and then with Quasar, remember we do have skirmishers, so we can't afford to do the specials because they cost 2 less energy. And remember again as well, we want to make sure that we're not killing Mr. Fantastic before everybody else, because I don't know why I've done it. It just doesn't work as well, and he's more tanky. So you can kind of he's gonna summon his Dooms or whichever. And you can kind of you can steal. So right here you you can steal his evasion. So that actually gives you a little bit of extra protection. And then you kill him off, and then basically the last wave drops. And here we are again, where the timing worked out perfectly, where now we can essentially hit one of them before Mephisto does his thing. Unfortunately, like I said already, it didn't work. But I did the only thing I could do was use the ultimate, so it hits everybody, take a percentage health. Then he does his thing. Omega Red, he can basically ability block, but these guys have crazy amounts of resistance. Like every time I used it, it was like a coin flip, right? It was like sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, but they've all got the immunity, so you just do it for damage. You can't rewind them because their turn meters, it's basically protected. And then yeah, you can just focus on focus on Azazel if you can. You want to take care of Azazel and get rid of him. If he ultimates, he can take care of your entire team. So this is where having Blastar as a striker is very, very handy. So we want to make sure that we also want to blind here if it lands. So again, like, the resistance is just through the freaking charts, because that should have blinded him and it didn't. And I think if it did actually blind him, we might have actually maybe we would have been able to do this one. But it was close though. Like I said, it was close. It was pretty much, maybe if I had a tier 20 Red Guardian, maybe he would have like not died, and then I don't know, maybe he would have. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So many maybes and so many ifs. But anywho, the main thing here is Omega Red is super tanky, super clutch, and you can kind of see here, like, we are pretty close. Like, I thought this was the run. I honestly thought, okay, we got it in the bag, and then it might have been a mispress by me. I thought maybe for sure that would kill them, but yeah, they've got all this death proof, right? They've got so much death proof. And then that's all she wrote. So there you go. So yeah, got my butt kicked. As I already said, like, if you have the materials and you have the gold for it, go for it. You're the boss of your account. You can do whatever you want with it, but it is doable. It's just not very friendly. It is not very friendly at all to the community base. For them to do for them to do such a sudden last-minute change, especially when the team's not even complete. Like, we don't even have Ursa Major, and we don't even have Darkstar yet. Like, it's ridiculous that they expect us to be able to do these crazy Chaos nodes without at least some synergy. And, I mean, we have a little bit of synergy between Quasar, Blastar, and Thunderstrike. Or actually, I don't know, Quasar doesn't even really do anything with the two of them. He's just kind of a standalone, but that's kind of it. And I guess we do have some synergy with Omega Red and Red Guardian. And what was it? Was it he clears 4 negative effects and reduced the duration of trauma by 2? So this is actually pretty cool. I don't know if it actually worked as well, because I still feel like he had negatives. But either way, we were able to get it done before his empowered form. And I do believe that that was also the case when we had the Falcon in the previous Chaos section as well. So you were able to kind of get that speed rewind, and then Mephisto never took a turn, and then you were able to basically kill him that way. But anyhow, I hope this helped. Man, sorry, I just ranted on here and there. So apologies again. I'm still trying to get more concise with back to my work here, and I'll try to tighten things up as we kind of move in through the week. Thank you guys. Stay safe, stay happy, all that good stuff.